Even in Pabanasam, it's a boring process, but for Pabanasam, that Kamal Hassan factor was there. I just want to be with him. Tamil audience are more emotional, so we need to make that character a little more emotional. That's why Soyambilingam is emotional than George. Soyambilingam was very emotional, and while we were shooting that last scene, that family meetings, and we all cried. Drishyam, actually, George was presented in another way, but we didn't cry that much. Actually, we added one scene which was not in the Malayalam version, added that scene in Telugu. To be frank, it's boring. Separate writer. As a director, I came in, no, I don't like this, you rewrite. It's easy. But when you write yourself, it's very difficult.
The one film that you regret is Uram.
That emotion is missing in that film. I will be remaking my own film, but I don't want to remake any other.
Mritu towels from Ramraj, premium cotton and bamboo towels. Super soft, super absorbent.
MCR Pure Cotton Club, formals and casual shirts.
INDICUS Photo, durable exterior paint with Duro color technology.
Now, you did Drishyam 2, you directed it here, and you also directed it in Telugu.
Yeah.
What is and both films are fairly the same. There are not too many changes in that.
They won't let me. They're basically their idea that you should not change from the original.
Yeah.
So even in the first, they wanted that same yellow color car. They don't want to change the color also.
So what is the? I don't know what word to use here. Maybe. What is interesting for you in this process, because you've already directed this movie? You're directing the exact same. See, at least I can understand if, okay, I make this movie. There are some things I did not do very well. I want to fix them, and you make the next movie. Yeah, okay. So there is an opportunity to make the better movie of the same version, right? But if making the same movie, is it an interesting process for you?
Actually, it's a boring process. Even in Pabanasam, it's a boring process, but for Pabanasam, that Kamal Hassan factor was there. I just want to be with him. Okay.
Yeah.
And for Telugu, actually, I want to explore that, to know about that industry, how it works, how they think.
Yeah.
So it really helped.
That okay.
Yeah, actually, and we added one scene which was not in the Malayalam version. We added that scene in Telugu. Other than rest is almost same. It's boring.
Okay.
To be frank, it's boring. There's no creativity, nothing. But I want to enter into Telugu industry, and I want to experience how it works, how they operate. That's it. Even my body was also a boring thing. That was as a remake. After that, I decided no more other. I mean, if I will be remaking my own film, but I don't want to remake any other film.
Body was some Spanish film or something.
Yeah.
Now that you mentioned Papanasam, you were making few changes for nativity, Tamil nativity. You know, a lot of directors talk about this, like you have to change something according to nativity. Can you mention a scene that changed according?
Actually, I'm not the one who made the changes. Kamal sir only suggested this. Of course, I told him that we need to make necessary changes because the cultural difference is there. And first thing is that Tamil audience are more emotional, so we need to make that character a little more emotional. That's why Soyambilingam is a little more emotional than George. At 2-3 places he is crying. George never cried.
Especially at the end.
Yes, yeah, correct. And even in between, where after ditching that vehicle and he is coming back to his house, when he saw his daughters, he cried actually. They have some mannerisms, like they are very stingy, and so what they will write their expenses behind that cigarette packs. Then they always travel with what do you call something. It's
like a manjapai.
Manjapai. That's the word. It's a yellow this thing. So Kamal Hassan and the writer was there. He's the writer. He's a Malayali. And we discussed all these things, and they gave me so many options. We can do this, that, like this, these things, these kind of things there in that community. So I picked, okay, this one is good, like this. And even he suggested the name Pabanasam. What is the meaning of Pabanasam? When he told me the meaning of Pabanasam, I said, okay, this is good actually. So basically, Kamal sir helped me in. Of course, we have to do that cultural changes. Then only it will connect with that audience, right?
Yeah. So tell me, today a lot of movies are being seen in their own form by other people, right? Without cultural changes. Like a Malayalam film is being seen in Chennai, it's being seen in Bombay. So the cultural changes are for theatrical release for the big audience, mass
Yeah,
audience.
for a mass audience actually they need that cultural change. But there is an audience who likes to watch, who ready to accept all kind of cultures, and it's okay for them.
Yeah.
We can just release just like that. But for there are I think more, if you go into the interiors or I mean a little more village area, they are very connected to their cultures, and
Yeah, yeah.
so they need that. That's what they are saying. I don't know. For me, it's a new experience. So they told me that when it goes to India, I actually in Telangana or Hyderabad, I mean Andhra, they are very fond of their films and their cultures. And if you go interiors, they are very, I mean, strongly attached to their culture, right? So they need that. So we have to change those things. And even I asked him, why you are changing the Christian background? Oh, you have to do that.
Where in Tamil or in
In both
both,
language,
okay.
I asked him why we need to change the Christian background. Then he said, no, they don't know they are not used to, with this Christian culture and this thing. So they have to be. It has to be a Hindu background like that. So that's what they say.
Maybe I'm just thinking, maybe because Kerala is a smaller state, the Hindu, Muslim, Christian intermingling is easier.
Easy, yeah.
Whereas those are that both
The ratio is different.
Ratio is different.
Different,
Maybe
yeah,
because of that.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
It's like very fascinating because it should be possible to make a Christian background film in other languages, right? I don't know.
Correct.
So
Even it was very difficult to make memories in Hindi because it's connected with Bible, right?
yeah.
So actually, one company approached me, but to make that change that Bible thing into Vedas or thing, I don't know anything about thing. I mean, if a writer could do that, we can do it there. But then I asked them also, what if you place it in Goa or this thing? Okay, the placing it in Goa is okay, but entire Hindi belt is watching the film, right? So they are not, I mean, familiar with the Christian background, this thing. So we'll have to change it.
I don't know. Actually, this is strange because the idea of watching a film is to watch a different story.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just feel that it's a little, like randomly I'm thinking of a Shivaji Ganeshan film called Jnana Oli, where it was a Christian background.
Okay.
The movie was a big hit. So I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. Yeah, actually, this Papanasam, actually, that community is Nadar community.
Nadar.
Nadar
Okay,
community.
okay, right,
Yeah.
right. So when Papanasam released, immediately everyone was like, "Who's better?" Right? It's like ending. Mohanlal is controlling his emotions. Kamal Haasan is crying. So this one part, some like all these comparisons happened. Do you have a particular this one? Like, what is your take on that?
Both of them presented their own way. That's what I feel.
That's all.
Yeah, actually, Swaminglam was very emotional, and while we were shooting that last scene, that family meeting scene, we all cried. And my wife, my children, everyone was there, and even cameraman, everyone just cried actually. Drishyam 3, Drishyam actually, George was presented in another way. That's also very emotional, but we didn't cry that much. Okay. Because of that presentation. Yeah. So everyone is asking the same question. Actually, at the release of, I think audio release of Thambi, the media people asked me. So there is Pabanasam, Swamingam is there, George Uti, Drishyam George Uti is there. Who you like most? Then I told him, அந்த ரகசியம் என்னோட கையில் இருக்கட்டும் அந்த மாதிரி dialogues. And they all laughed. So basically, we cannot compare one actor with another. Even Venkatesh sir actually, while we were doing Drishyam 2, he told me that, sir, I cannot reproduce what the Mohanlal sir done. You don't have to. You present it in your own way. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I hate people comparing one actor with another. You don't
Right.
have to.
Why didn't you make Drishyam 2 in Tamil?
You know, I mean, I don't know. Kamal sir didn't. I think the producers approached him, but I don't know.
Okay.
He
Because
didn't
it would have been
agree.
a continuity, So it's like a thing. But if a movie is made with one actor, do you think it is difficult to make a part 2 with another actor?
Yeah. If
It's-
that film worked very good, I mean, it's very difficult to in serials you can do that, but in films it's very difficult because people accepted that actor as that character, when you change it, it won't work actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that
That's-
is not a possibility.
No,
Okay.
not.
When you made Detective, so you first enter as a full-fledged director. You have a little bit of AD experience. You're doing things your own way because you have no rules and you're doing that. What did you learn about the way the industry functions?
They have some, of course, producers, distributors, theaters. They all have some rules. If it is an investigation, there should be action. Actually, producer asked for 3 actions in Dictative, and I don't want action in that film, and somehow I have to compromise with the producer. So I agreed for 1 action, and that was the most worst thing in that film. And because the distributor said if it is a Suresh Gopi film, you need to put 3 actors. This because I am a beginner, I will have to comply with the producer, right? So I don't know. So they have their own producers have their own line of thinking. Distributors have theaters have their own opinions. Once you are in a position, then you can demand. Before that, for a beginner, it's very hard. Otherwise, there is no project. Then we'll have to, you have to
And actors will also have a point of
definitely,
view. Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
But that's also same with the newcomers. They will have their suggestion, and they will have. Director has to accept that. Otherwise, there won't be project. So you'll accept it.
What was the most difficult film for you to make?
I think it's Ooram.
Oh,
No, actually, it's Thambi. Actually, because Thambi, the screenplay was written by 2-3 people. There is one writer from Bollywood, then a writer from Tamil Nadu, and myself was there. And after writing the script, we started the shoot. Then I realized the duration will be around 4.5 hours. Because I used to check that duration with the stopwatch. And I communicated with Karthi that so this is going to be 4 hours. Are you sure? Yeah. Then we'll have to edit the script. So every day at around 3:30 morning, I get up and then I will work on the screenplay, a script. I will remove few scenes. Then I have to write to connect these scenes, right? So Karthi told me, you write it in your language, Malayalam. Then I have an associate who knows both the languages. Then he will translate it into Tamil. Then Karthi and me sit together and we work on the dialogues. That's how we reduce the length and we shape Thambi like this. So it was pretty tough. Ooram was physically, it was a very tough to shoot because there's a lot of location. Ernakulam, Chennai, Coimbatore, Hyderabad, and we finished it in 55 days.
Yeah.
Single schedule.
Single schedule.
Yeah. After finishing the Ernakulam shoot, the entire team traveled in 1 or 2 buses. The rest of the actors and the other technicians by flight. The next day we started the shoot. It's like we are just roaming around South India and shooting.
What about something like Nehru? Because it's a courtroom drama, and I've always wondered how directors shoot courtroom dramas because the possibilities are very less. It's mostly 1 or 2 locations. How do you keep the staging interesting?
It's all about screenplay, sir. For example, one of my favorite films, Tall Angry Men.
Oh, yeah.
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 It's all about this
Yeah.
screenplay. You don't need multiple locations for that. And Nair actually, it's a real incident. I mean, it's happened abroad, and there is a TV film out of the. I saw that story's documentary first years back when I was studying in 10th or this. At that time, that thing was in my mind.
Oh.
Yeah, uh, and uh, and I pitched the idea to Shanti because I want to do a maximum authentic courtroom drama. So if I write that script, I know I don't know the court procedures, right? Of course, I can discuss with many lawyers or judges, but still that dialogues and everything will be different, right?
Yeah.
So I asked because she was there in my Ram. She came there. She acted in that movie. So I know from that film. So I contacted her. Are you okay? If you can write, if you wanted to write, I can. She said, okay, I'm ready, but I don't know how to write a script, and I will help you. And I said, I wanted to approach this film. You place yourself in that character. If that case come to your this thing, how will you be handling that case?
Okay.
What all things will be happening in this thing? You just write. You just go wild and write whatever you want. Then it will be a very lengthy this thing and it will be a boring this thing. It's okay, no problem. Then I will pack it. And she wrote there's a lot of procedures, right? So me and Shanti sat together and we packed the whole thing. And we got a lot of mails and appreciation. Even I got a email from the Attorney General of Tamil Nadu or something.
Oh.
Yeah. He was praising that film. And he really liked. I think he contacted Suresh Balaji and collected my email ID. So I was very happy with the outcome actually. And I'm happy to see Mohanlal like that after a long time. And the way he is going out of that this thing, that's my favorite portion. Because Vishnu has made a theme music at the time of scripting. So once that entire shot's taken, we put that theme music and we seen that entire scene at the location itself.
Nice.
So we are pretty confident about that ending sequences. That's my favorite area of that film.
Have you ever struggled with the ending of any film?
No, because once I start working on the script, definitely I will have a definite climax.
You start with the climax and then work
No. I will have a proper climax. Then only I will start working on the script. Except for Nonakudi. That was not my script. So that climax was not fixed. So because I have a writer with me. No, you think about something else. I can do that, right? But when I am writing, I cannot, that's the advantage of a second writer. If there is a writer, separate writer, as a director, I don't like this, you rewrite. It's easy. But when you write yourself, it's very difficult.
Do you like writing or directing? Okay, you're going to say both.
Most difficult part is writing.
Writing.
Because when I finish writing, I already shot that film in my mind. I have that visual and everything is there. But writing is the most difficult.
Do you write, when you write a script, do you write camera instructions and all that?
Previously, in the beginning time, I used to write. Nowadays, I don't because I know because I'm doing it right. If I'm doing it for a other director, then I will have to write or discuss. Basically, I'm a very lazy person. I don't want.
You're making
hate
like
writing.
some 5 movies a year. How can you be lazy?
I don't know. So because this thing has really happened actually. When I was SSLC, so, there were 6 in social studies. There were 6 essays. Optional. You need to write only 3, right? After writing 1, I know that I will pass. I'm pretty sure. So I know the rest of the essays. I left the other 2 for SSLC. I was that lazy, and that's why my mother is surprised. You write all these things. I cannot believe this. That's what she told me.
So how did the change happen?
I don't know. Maybe because of EMI. I don't know.
That's the story actually. So When you, what has been happening with Ram? It was announced, it got shot, it's 50% done or
Not
something.
50% or 80% shot.
80%.
Actually, for the first part, we need only 15 or 16 days of work. The main portions, the fight and chase, everything is over. And for the second part, it's a little more is there. That's in because while we were shooting in UK, our actors got injured. Then there were rain, so now the problem is we need to reshoot the whole thing. We stopped in between the fight, so that issue is there. First, actually, we can easily release once if we can finish that shoot. But there is some financial issues and the producers are struggling. So
What kind of movie is it?
it's an action. It's a I cannot tell you the genre. It's an action-based film, but what do you call a Jason Bourne kind of that mode is there. Yeah.
Is it larger than life?
No.
Okay.
No. That's what I told you. It's a the Jason Bourne series, that kind of fight and that kind of cutting pattern and basically I can't tell you that.
So it is
genre.
would you say it is your first like serious action movie?
Yeah. It's a big budget film. Actually, both the film.
You have not done that before, right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Because you've done family movie, you've done comedy, you've done thriller.
Action film I have done. Uram is an action film,
yeah.
but this action is actually the action choreographers are from Hollywood and
Oh,
yeah,
big. Yeah. Okay. But you also said that the one film that you regret is Uram. Why is that?
I don't. I think that emotion is missing in that film.
Okay.
Because I chose a different narrative pattern. Many audience couldn't digest that narrative pattern because I got a call after watching that movie, the husband and wife. And have you seen that film?
It's a non-linear story.
Non-linear. Have you seen that film?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he is excited watching the film. He told me that I liked it. And I said, how about your wife? And she has some doubt. Then he said, she asked me, Prithviraj whether he is doing a double role in this film.
Oh.
That cutting pattern, I don't know. Kamal sir saw that film. He was very excited with that non-linear narrative because it's starting from the climax.
Yeah.
If I approach it in a straight narrative, then it would be more. It will be communicated easily, I think. I don't know. Anyway, the emotion is missing in that film.
But I found it very interesting because, like you said, it starts at a high point and then it kind of goes into so I thought that style was very interesting.
Yeah, because the same thing happened with. I'm not comparing myself with that legendary director. Season, Padmarajan sir's. It's a beautifully non-linear narration, and it's in I think in 90s or something. At that time, I went to theater with my 5-6 friends. I really loved that movie, and my friend said, "What movie is this?" We didn't understand anything. I really like that narrative pattern, but the same thing happened here. I think I don't know people. Anyway, personally, I regret doing that non-linear pattern because many of them told me that we didn't understand what's happening.
Okay. What is your favorite 1980s or 1970s Malayalam movie? I'm sure there are many.
There's a lot of films.
Yeah.
Mostly Padmarajan Sir's film because I always love real. What do you call? Films like Padmarajan Sir, Moonambakam is my favorite, and the one with Shari, Solomon, the Namakku Varkan Mundirithu. Have you seen that film?
Yeah.
I like that one. Of course, the other one, Thuvanathumbiyal. These are my favorites. And I like Season also. Season also is very. Basically, I'm a big fan of Padmarajan Sir.
You also said that you don't like tearjerkers.
I used to when I was in college. Now I don't because I have a lot of issues and I have a lot of problems in my life. So I don't want to go to theater and cry. Because now I'm going to theater, I just want to be entertain myself. So,
what do you think of Malayalam cinema today?
We have good content. We have good filmmakers. But unfortunately, we have some budget constraints
Ah,
because it's a small state, right? It's in the shape of a scale. So, but the good thing is, after many people are saying it started from Drishyam. Now we have a lot of non-Malayalis audience, which is a good thing, and I think it's growing. Now the language boundaries are almost gone because of this OTT. Now it is dubbed in this
yeah,
thing,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Even the recently released the Kannada film, it's big hit in Malayalam.
Sue from So.
So from so I didn't watch the film, but everyone is saying it's that dubbing is perfect.
Okay.
So if you can do a proper dubbing nowadays, everyone can enjoy that.
And that
language.
increases the availability of the budget for you?
Of course, if
Yeah.
there if we have a large number of audience, definitely we can increase the budget, right?
Okay.
But still, Malayalam has limitations because of this.
What is one of the recent Malayalam films that really appealed to you?
Of course, I like the Kumbalangi Nights.
Ah.
I love that film. Brahmayugam.
Ah.
Brahmayugam. Yesterday I saw that director and I said I really like
Rahul Sadasavan.
Rahul Sadasavan, yeah. Romancham. Of course, Kishkindya Kandam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what a script.
That had your Mirage pair.
Yeah.
Asif Ali and
Asif Ali and
Aparna Balamurali. And
Yes,
Vijay Raghavan was so good.
Whoa,
Yeah.
he's an excellent actor. He's
Yeah,
an
yeah,
awesome
yeah,
actor.
yeah. That is a very, that is almost like a mind thriller.
Yeah,
you know?
and the pace was very slow, no?
Yeah.
And I'm really happy that that movie worked
At the
because nowadays, because when we met Kamal sir for Pabanasam, he said, "Sir, Jeethu, now the biggest concern is the speed of the film has increased. We can't slow it down." So I deliberately putting some lags in my films because I want my audience to use with. So if you are going to watch a Jeethu film, there will be lag. There should be a.
I don't like that word lag.
Actually, I don't know, sir. I am using it because
I
people
know.
are using it.
Yeah.
Even Drishyam 1, people are saying that in first half there is lag. Actually, I need to build that entire, this thing, right? That I want the audience to love that family. For that, we need few scenes so that the audience will be they will be attached to that family.
Yeah.
Then only their problem become the audience problem.
Yeah.
So we need some space for that. But there is one thing, we need to determine this length of that so-called lag, whatever the word. We need to determine that. That's very important. But even in the memories, the first half actually deliberately I slow it down because that portrays the life of that policeman. His life is dull, like that. But I don't know the speed of the. But because after watching the Kishkindya Kandam, I told my daughter that I'm so happy that film worked because people will okay with this subject also.
Yeah.
Because the scripting was amazing and the making was also very good.
So would you say Mirage and the other film that you're doing, they are fairly well-paced films?
Mirage actually is a fast-paced film.
Okay.
That's why. So my concern is that's why I told you that emotion is there, but because of the speed, you may miss that emotion. That problem is there, but it's totally in a different mood. That film.
Nice.
I don't know, but this thing. It's a totally an emotional drama.
Baradwaj Rangan.
Baradwaj Rangan.
Okay.
It's a performance-oriented film.
When what was it like when Mohanlal entrusted you the responsibility of launching Pranav with Adi?
Because Mohanlal never interested. See, actually, he never told me that you should do a film for Pranav. I heard that Pranav is planning to do a movie and he started hearing stories. Then I approached him with a story. He liked it. Lalan. He said, okay, if you want to do it. That's it. But once things are, just before the starting the shoot, at the time of audition, in the stage I told Lalan and everybody was sitting there. So actually, I'm very nervous because I never felt this kind of nervousness in any of my films because I am launching a big star's son. If something happened, everyone will blame me. I said I'm very tense. Then Lalatin came to the stage. Now I am also getting tense. That's what Lalatin told me. But luckily, that film survived. But he is learning. He's in a learning process, right? He's a
I find him
beginner.
he's very interesting because he's not doing too many movies. He's doing very,
Yeah, because his passion is mountaineering, travel. Uh, okay, once in a year he will do one film.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
good actually.
yeah. But did you say let us choose a relatively safe genre for a young boy, which is like an action kind of movie? That is how Adi came about?
No, actually, this story idea was in my mind for quite a long time, even before I coming to the uh, film industry.
Ah.
Because at that time, it was not parkour; it was a cross-country racer.
Okay.
Okay, so he is reaching Bangalore for some purpose, and he got into trouble, and he started running. So the villain wanted to capture him, not kill him. Actually, he wanted to capture him first. For that, he is bringing runners from other places like that. That was my idea. So that was in 90s. That thought was there in 90s. So when I heard that he is hearing stories, I know about his this thing capabilities. Mountaineering and the parkour thing. Then the parkour thing started. I have seen the videos of parkour. Then that's the present thing, right? So I pitched the idea to Pranav, and he liked it because of this parkour. So we bought the fighters from France. There was one guy called I forgot his name. His cousin was the one who invented parkour.
Oh,
Yeah. So we bought that team and we did that this thing. Yeah.
Jeethu, there are so many places where you're saying that I got this idea when in school, I got this idea after this, I got this idea then. When you get an idea, do you jot it down in a notebook?
It will be.
It'll be in your mind.
It will be stored here. It will never. I will never forget those ideas.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You never forget.
No. I will forget dialogues.
Okay.
But the idea I will never forget.
Okay.
Even while walking, recently I was walking. I saw something in a digital watch. The specs was not there with me. Then I got an idea. It's still there in my mind. If we can place it in a courtroom drama. Okay, I'm not explaining it because someone will take this idea.
Not just the idea for a movie,
Not story. It's a small
like
idea.
a plot element.
Yeah, correct.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I will keep those things in
So
mind.
that means your head is swimming with some 100 ideas. Like,
I don't know. My daughter, they will always say that I'm mostly absent-minded. I don't know. Maybe when I'm not sleep, other than my sleeping time, I'm working.
always mentally active.
Yeah. If I saw something and if something captured my mind, it will be there. Okay. That's why I was walking and then I saw something. But after putting the glass, it was different. Then I got an idea. Then I immediately contacted, we were working on me and Shadi were working on a courtroom thing. See, I saw something and we can do it like that, like this. And then Shadi said, no, we cannot do in this. There's no place for this idea to incorporate in this subject. And okay, anyway, we'll keep that in mind. If something comes, then we can place that thing there. Like this, I am watching films, reading books. Nowadays, reading is very this thing, and something from the newspaper. It's same like putting that mobile in on the top of that this thing now.
That truck.
Truck.
Ah.
I got that idea from the newspaper.
Okay.
Okay, because when police.
The Drishyam you're talking about.
Yeah, Drishyam. Yeah, when police press meet, police was chasing one criminal and they said something like, from their mobile connectivity, we found that he is traveling from this area through this area. Then I got, okay, we can connect like this, right? So while I was writing Drishyam, I used that idea. Okay. So I kept that thing in my mind.
Nice.
Yeah.
You like taglines. With Drishyam, it was visuals can be deceiving. With Baradwaj Rangan, it is, I noted it down, Confession of a
Confession of a
Broken
broken
Soul.
soul.
And Mirage, it is fades as you get closer.
Closer.
What is this? Is it like a
I like putting taglines because okay, you read one name of the film and under that there is a tagline and it's interesting. Right? For me, it's very
It's
interesting.
interesting.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
like,
So,
is
I
it
always
like
wanted to put some tagline.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Were
Yeah.
you inspired by some English
And the
movies?
most the one I like is visuals can be deceiving.
Yeah. That is the most apt tagline. No?
Yeah.
So at this point, you start your career with detective. You reach Drishyam 3 Ram right now. What do you see the next 10 or 15 years like?
I have a few. You're talking about projects, right? Yeah. I have a few subjects in my mind, and this time, not thrillers. I'm seriously thinking about different genres: musical, horror, children's film. I'm slowly starting. Even my daughters told me that it's time you shift from thrillers. Okay, you can do thriller, but recently they told me my elder daughter, she is writing one script right now. She narrated one script to us, I mean story to Asif, and he liked it, so she want to be a filmmaker. So and they are new generation, right? So and they know that I really wanted to switch genres. So I'm parallelly, it's a groundwork actually. I cannot shift suddenly. So in between I'll do thrillers and parallelly I want to try different genres. So I'm working on few subjects like that. Love story.
Yeah. Have you made a love story? No. Pure love story,
No,
not,
no,
right?
no.
What would a Jeethu Joseph love story look like? I'm trying to imagine. Oh my God. Yeah, because
But there will be a murder.
of course, of course. But thank you so much for the time and the opportunity to talk to you. I have to tell you because when I saw Drishyam the first time, right? I have, as a movie lover and after becoming a critic, you watch so many films. So what the audience sometimes is very excited by, you are sometimes not so excited by because you've seen so many movies like that. Audience sees maybe 1/10 of the movies that you watch, right? You watch so many movies. But the first time I watched Drishyam, Jeetu, I'm not joking, I could not breathe. My stomach was in knots. I was like, how is he going to get out of this situation? My stomach was literally, that expression, my stomach was in knots. I'm experiencing that actual situation. I could not breathe. I'm sitting there like, oh my God, I can't it was one of the best movie experiences I've ever had in a theater.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, it's like, so, in a way, it's like, you've done many other films, of course, but I think sometimes it's good to have that. It's like, not to compare, but when Orson Welles made Citizen Kane, and today you ask people, what movie did Orson Welles make? And Citizen Kane. He made many other movies, but that one movie will always come to mind, right? So, but it's a good thing, I think, sometimes, because it's good to have one, like a visiting card, I think. And but I do hope that your love story with a murder happens.
I'm not sure there will be a murder, but it's based on a true story. I mean,
Yeah.
So
But I
it's
like
a beautiful
the idea.
love story.
I like the idea that
Yeah.
it's good.
And I'm planning for a musical film.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
But for that, I need a big preparation because a big pre-production time, maybe 1.5 years of pre-production, because I want to do, because that's the most difficult thing, this musical film. So I minimum 1 year pre-production will be needed for that. Make good songs, that kind of thing.
What do you think about, these people say things like, oh, today people don't want to watch songs, today audiences, what do you think about all
I
that?
don't think so. People, if it is a good song and if it's a good choreography, people will watch it.
They'll watch it.
Yeah, definitely watch it. But of course, the taste of the new generation is slightly different. You have to update. That's it. So yeah, they will like songs, or it depends upon
the way you shoot it.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. So
yeah, you should attract that audience.
Yeah, you should attract that
because
audience.
the first audience is youngsters. So after watching this, their opinion is very important, right?
Yeah. But that's why last year or the year before last, I forget exactly when, but when a Premalu becomes a hit and a Brahmayugam does well, there's something interesting because Premalu is young, very like the language is so different. Brahmayugam is so classical.
Classically, yeah.
It's because the way the shot taking is, it's all
Their
slow.
decision to make in the, this black and white was very good actually.
Very good,
It
yeah.
gave a different
Yeah, and I was just talking to Rahul at that time about very specific camera movements that he had because those are usually not done today. The slow tracking and all that, people don't do too much of that today because they want you can't cut easily because you're doing a thing. So they do shorter takes and all that. But it's great that they're watching this and they're watching this.
Correct.
So yeah.
Actually, in industry there is a this thing. If two humor films got successful, then everyone is going after humor films. If two thrillers got successful, then everyone will be doing thrillers. Actually, audience need different type of.
Yeah.
We need thrillers. After that, then only if there is only thrillers, then people, after a point people will fed up with that genre.
Yeah.
It's better always do different genres. That's good for the industry actually.
Yeah.
There was a time in late 90s or all films are comedy films.
Yeah.
And none of them working because people are fed up with the humor. Once in a while it's okay. One humor film, after that is one thriller, after that one fun family drama. I think it's always a different genres will be good for the industry.
Yeah, and I think that really is happening right now because there's a lot of.
But nowadays thrillers are playing.
This year I think we've had so many thrillers.
Yeah.
It's starting with Identity.
So that's why I'm thinking about going out of thriller.
But that's going to be difficult for you. You said you're going to do it gradually.
But I should take that moment, right?
Yeah.
My guru is Jera sir. So definitely I'm thinking about doing a different genre.
Have you ever thought of, like he did his Navarasa, using, have you thought of a thematic bunch of movies? No. Okay.
I think he's going for his last, this thing.
I loved Hasyam. Hasyam was
he's
so
going
good.
for that last one, the 9th one. What's the name of it?
I know, the last
I don't
emotion.
know. Yeah. I saw him recently and he said that he's working on it.
Amazing. So, but all the best and thank you so much.
Thank you. It's a good opportunity for me because I really like your reviews and I always watch your videos and everything. It's an honor sitting in front of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mritu towels from Ramraj, premium cotton and bamboo towels. Super soft, super absorbent.
MCR Pure Cotton Club, formals and casual shirts.
INDICUS Photo, durable exterior paint with Duro color technology.